We're looking at the lead up to that big summit in Alaska between U.S. President Trump and Russia's Vladimir Putin, specifically on Ukrainian President Zelensky's push to rally support beforehand. We want to understand the united front Europe and Ukraine were aiming for and, what was really on the line for everyone, especially Ukraine.
Absolutely. And this situation, it's more than just another summit, isn't it? It's a fascinating case study, really, in how alliances work under, extreme pressure, and how different leaders handle these incredibly complex, high-consequence negotiations. We'll look not just at what they did, but why these moves were so critical for global stability.
Okay, so let's start with Zelenskyy. He wasn't even invited to the actual Trump-Putin talks, right?
Right, he wasn't.
But he still went on this, diplomatic sprint beforehand, meeting British PM in London, video call with Trump from Berlin. What was the strategy there?
Well, it was definitely a very concerted effort, a multi-pronged one by Ukraine and its European allies. The main goal was pretty clear: forge that united front before the Alaska meeting happened. And they had a core message, a non-negotiable point they hammered home to Trump.
Which was?
That Europe would simply never accept Russia being allowed to keep Ukrainian territory. No ceding of land, period. That wasn't just, a polite suggestion. It was presented as a firm European stance.
Okay, really strong stance. But just drawing a line, was that enough? How did these meetings specifically aim to maybe influence the U.S. ahead of Alaska?
Good question. It really had two main goals, I think. First, it was about educating the Americans, as the source put it, showing them the reality on the ground, the difficulties, the constraints Zelenskyy was under. And second, it was about giving Zelenskyy himself some backup, some room to push back if Trump came to him later with a deal he just couldn't accept.
Right, empowering him.
Exactly. Managing expectations, making sure Ukraine wasn't just, sidelined in a negotiation about its own future.
Makes sense.